Hey y'all, so I am back on the couch, pissing them off. But I wanted to come to y'all and talk about the 5 times that the men had the unmitigated gall. I mean, the absolute audacity of the stuff they said to me. And I want y'all to share with me the most unhinged, like out of pocket shit that ever got said to you. I am going to go first with my first one. The other ones, I think I'm going to do separate videos for my other 4. But this is my first one. So it was this guy trying to come see me, right? And so I'm like, okay, let me know. Now he's coming out of state. And he wasn't coming out of state just to see me. He was like traveling through. So he was like, yeah, I'm going to try to stop to see you whenever. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So then he's like, asking me where I'm at, where I, like around where I'm staying, things like that. And I was like, are you by yourself? And he was like, well, no. And I was like, so who's with you or whatever? He was like, a friend of mine. So I said, oh, okay. And he's like, I said, so what time are you like touching down? Like, what time can I expect you? And I was like, and where are we gonna meet? Like, I need to know, where we're gonna meet and what time. And he was like, damn, like, what's with all the questions? I said, hold up, like, wait a minute. You saying that you wanted to stop and see me? I said, so I'm just trying to get some information beforehand. I said, I don't want there to be a big miscommunication or understanding, about us seeing each other or how we're gonna go about seeing each other. He's like, you know what? He was like, you really think that you could just do whatever you want, say whatever, however, whenever, until whoever. Damn. I was like, first of all, I said, calm down. You know what I mean? That's number one. I said, but more importantly, I said, I'm just trying to get the details. I said, you clearly don't know nothing about planning. I said, but more importantly, I want to tell you something. I said, you talking about, I think I could just do whatever, however, whenever. I said, first of all, thank you for being able to solve the 5 W's before I had to do it. That's number one. The who, what, when, where, how, and why. Yeah, thanks for understanding. Now I don't have to explain. I said, but more importantly, that's literally, and I appreciate you recognizing that that is how it is for me. Because you damn right. I do want to know who you with, what time you coming, where you want to meet. Yeah, I have every right to want to know that. I said, and if you don't want to share that information, that's fine. I said, but I don't have all day to wait to see about anything. I said, so if that's not something you want to share or think that I should know or want to know, then I'll see you on the next round. Motherfucker, please.